Welcome to the Be Real podcast with your hosts, Joe Cebula and me, Bobby Maximus. And Joe, I just got to tell you, it's time to fuck your feelings.
All right.
Feelings,
Happy New Year. Thank you.
feelings are not facts. And the reason I want to talk about this is because we are now through something called Quitter's Day.
Yes.
Quitter's Day is the second Friday in January, and it's when over 90% of people abandon their New Year's resolutions and pack it in. And sure, we have a Quitter's Day, but I think it's not just about the day. I think there's a whole process here. I think people start the new year off. It's the year they're going to get fit. It's the year they're going to achieve all their goals. It's a year they're going to start that business. It's a year they're going to make that money. It's the year they're going to work on their marriage. And then as time goes on, motivation starts to fade. They realize it's going to be difficult. They're hit with roadblocks. The process.
I think there's this notion like everything's going to change and then nothing changes. And they realize the only way to make change is that they have to do something.
Feels like a massive weight on your shoulders, and people abandon their goals. And I really think that part of the problem is people expect to feel good all the time. People expect it to be easy. And when it does get hard, when you don't feel good all the time, the weight of that absolutely crushes any motivation that you have built up. And then if you don't have any discipline, if you don't have any consistency, you will fail.
Right.
So,
right. I think it's easy to get going when you feel like getting going, right? Like it's easy to get up off the couch and go do things when you have motivation, but that's just another fleeting feeling anyway.
So I'm gonna paint a picture for you, Joe. And
Right.
I wish I could grab them. I want to grab my Beats headphones for these. There was a Beats headphone commercial with a song by the White Stripes called Seven Nation Army. And it's got Conor McGregor. It's got Kevin Durant. It's got Tom Brady. It's got LeBron James. It's got Serena Williams. And you put on your Beats headphones and you pound your chest to the beat of this song. And if you've ever heard that song, it is really inspirational. Like it is on everybody's, if you like rock and roll, if you like alternative music, if you like that genre, this song is a great pump up song. You know what it reminds me of? When you used to be in the bar, this is going to date me, but like a Killers song would come on. Do you know what I mean? Like Mr. Brightside, and everybody's singing and everybody's dancing and everybody's happy. And so you watch this commercial, and it's obviously physically active because I just mentioned a bunch of sports people. You're beating your chest and you're listening to the music and you're filled with energy and exhilaration and you're excited. That's what people think working out is. That when you go to the gym and you hop on that treadmill, you're flying like a gazelle. You've got your sexy Lululemon outfit on. You got your shoes. You got your music. You're happy. You feel good. That's what people believe working out is, and that's what they want it to be. But I have one or two of those days a month.
Right.
One or two of those days where I go into the gym and I'm filled with the power of Zeus or Odin or Jesus or whatever deity you believe in, where I feel godlike and it is time to move. The other 28 days of the month, Joe, it's a grind, man. I walk into the gym, I'm moving slow, I'm tired, I don't want to be there. Like that's the reality of working out every single day for a year.
Well, it is even that, because I think you're a good person to use as an example of this, because you don't just work out once a day. Like you don't just have that battle, on a Monday morning and that's it. Like you got it in the afternoon as well. So you're working out twice a day. You're spending a lot more time in the gym. Why? Because that's your job. Like when are you fired up to go do your job? Like when are you fired up to go to work? And just thinking about that, I mean, Americans in particular, we get less time off from our jobs than anybody in the world. We take less time off from our jobs than anybody in the world. We're always trying to bank that PTO, right? So we don't even like missing work, yet we hate our jobs more than anybody.
And listen, Joe, if I'm really truthful, I love my job. I love
Of course.
working out.
Yeah.
I probably exaggerated for the sake of selling a point. It's probably not 2 days a month that I feel great. It's probably about half and half. 50% of the time I feel great. 50% of the time I do not want to be there. But the people that I train with on a regular basis will tell you there are a lot of days I walk in the gym. They're like, how you feel today? And I'm like, I do not want to do this today, guys. Right? Like there are days like that happen. If you're an NFL fan, because we're smack dab in the middle of the playoffs, there are days that you feel great. There are days you feel awesome. And there are days where NFL guys do not want to go to practice, even though they're living their dream every day.
Yeah.
That's reality. The point I'm trying to make is if you expect it to be great every day, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of misery and disappointment. So the way I explain it to people is, working out is like brushing your teeth. And let me explain that. There are times that I love brushing my teeth. You ever have that experience where your teeth feel kind of fuzzy? You've been out all day. You've been gone from the house for 10 hours. You've ate a bunch of food and you just really want to brush your teeth because nothing feels better than when you use like a real minty fresh tooth whitening toothpaste. You lick your teeth after, they feel super clean. Your breath feels fresh. Like, yes, it feels good. So there are times I just wish I could brush my teeth right now. I remember I traveled to Australia, Joe. It was a 17-hour flight from the United States to Australia. I got stuck in Sydney because I missed a connection. It was a 5-hour layover. It was another 5-hour journey to Perth across Australia after that. So I had just traveled for about 36 hours. Do you know how badly I wanted to brush my teeth and shower? Oh my God. And when I did, it felt incredible, right? So yes, there are times where I really want to brush my teeth or I really want to shower, or I really want to do whatever. For the most part, Joe, I'm not like, I can't wait to brush my teeth today. It's something I do in the morning. It's something I do at lunch. It's something I do at night because I don't want cavities. I don't want a root canal. I don't want yellow, nasty teeth. Like, it's just something I do and I show up and do because I have to, right? Now, take that to my little 5-year-old because I can hear him in the background. He's really excited to brush his teeth. Why? Because he gets a little star on his star chart after he does it. And it's exciting. And he's excited to go to the dentist and have no cavities and all the things. And if he brushes his teeth, ironically, he gets a candy. And don't judge me. It's how we do stuff in my house.
That's how the dentist thing works, yeah.
Right, but you understand what I mean. You get to pick from the toy, whatever. That doesn't happen as an adult. Like, it's just, again, it's something you do. So what I need you to do is you need to put working out in the brush your teeth category. It's part of your daily maintenance. It's not sexy. It's not glamorous. It's not exciting. You're not going to feel like that Beats commercial that I was referencing with the 7 Nation Army playing and every day you're winning the Super Bowl. Like, literally, it's going to be a grind and you just got to show up. And the reason I say fuck your feelings is because everybody feels good on January. It actually wasn't January 1st, Joe. I'm going to tell you the day that people started, and here's how motivation works, and it's funny. January 1st is supposed to be the day that you wake up and it is go time. It is a new year. It's a new me. But January 1st this year fell on a Wednesday, which means you ain't starting on the 1st.
No.
You're probably starting
Well, let's face it, you're
Monday.
probably hungover on the 2nd, right? Or whatever.
You probably started on Monday, January the 6th, because everything starts Monday.
Yep.
But you started that Monday and you were excited and you were happy and you picked out your sexiest Lululemon outfit and you got to the gym and you started to work out and you felt great about it. And then Tuesday you had another outfit lined up with different shoes even. And you had Beats headphones. It sounds like this is a Beats commercial. It's not. But on Monday you had the black Beats headphones to match your black workout outfit. And then on Tuesday, you had the red ones to match your red workout outfit. And you were excited and you were happy. And Wednesday it was the same. And Thursday it was the same. And Friday it was the same. And you had a great first week and you bragged to everyone who would listen how you crushed it. And then you started off week 2. Monday was great because it was a Monday. And Tuesday was awesome, and Wednesday was awesome, and then Thursday hit, and you really didn't want to show up. You're sore. You're tired. I've been grinding for 10 days. I don't look any different. In fact, I'm up a pound. I want to eat some bad food. There's a playoff game in the NFL on tonight, and all I want to do is go to B-Dubs and eat some lemon pepper wings. And then you miss Friday, and you miss Saturday, and you feel like garbage Sunday, and then you feel guilty because you missed Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you should work out Sunday, but Sunday's the day of rest, and you're conflicted because Jesus is going to hate you if you work out on a Sunday, so you skip it. And then Monday, you're tired, you're miserable, you don't want to go. This is why people quit, Joe, because it stops being sexy, it stops being exciting.
And I'll add to that too, because that first week, you're going to show up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then what do you do on Saturday? Sleep in, don't diet, don't keep it going. And what do you do on Sunday? Same thing. And so now you've got 2 days of lying around being lazy. Now it's Monday. You got to get back into hustle mode. Like, why are you shutting that switch off? That switch goes on, it stays on. That's
this is why people fail, Joe. Mm-hmm. So here's my advice. When I say fuck your feelings, focus on the process. You want to get fit, you got to sleep 8 hours a night. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care if you're bored. I don't care if you feel tired or not. I don't care if you're miserable. It's something you have to do. It's basic maintenance. If you don't plug this in, this thing dies. You've got to plug that in. That is sleep. Number 2, you have to eat healthy. You have to fuel your body intelligently. I get it. You would rather eat Buffalo Wild Wings. You would rather eat Doritos. You would rather eat ice cream. When you're miserable, when you're stressed, when you're upset, cracking a beer feels really, really good. Eating some candy or eating your feelings feels really good. You got to make a good choice. And when it comes to working out, there's going to be days you don't want to go. There's going to be days it's a time suck. There's going to be days you're miserable. There's going to be days you're sore, you're tired, but you still have to go. Take it back to brushing your teeth. Joe, think back to the last time you had the flu. Mm-hmm. Think back to the last time you had a cold. Think back to the last time you were hungover. Did you brush your teeth, yes or no?
Yep.
Absolutely you did.
Yeah.
Think back to a day you broke up with your girlfriend when you were in university. You were sad, you were miserable, you were depressed, you didn't know what to do. Did you brush your teeth?
Yep.
The answer is yes. That's the category for working out. I don't care how you feel. You need to show up and you need to do something. We only do stuff when we feel good. We only do stuff when we feel motivated. We only eat healthy when we feel. No, this is just part of life. Stop focusing on how you feel. Stop focusing on motivation. Build some discipline and just treat this stuff again like brushing your teeth again. No one's really excited all the time to brush your teeth or have a shower.
Well, and honestly, like when you put your feelings about it aside and you string together, 4 weeks of not missing a workout, you don't need motivation. You wake up unmotivated, but you're already getting ready for that workout.
Show up.
You're already on your way. You're showing up because that's just what you do.
Again, I'm motivated at best 50% of the time. Like I can tell you a real, story this morning. My 5-year-old has a really bad cold. He was in my bed all night, coughing on me, talking in his sleep, kicking me. He's got a fever. He's like a little toaster oven. I did not sleep well. My wife woke up. She had to go get him some medicine. I was late getting to the gym. My whole day was thrown into array. The workout I was going to do, it fell through. I had limited time, blah, 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 blah. The last thing, I almost called it this morning. You know what? I'm not going in. But I did. I showed up, Joe. Was it the greatest workout of my life? No. But once I got into it and got moving, and it took me a bit to warm up, then it happened, and now I've checked that box, and I've moved on, and hopefully I'll have a great workout this afternoon. But this morning, it just wasn't great, but I did my job. I didn't feel like going, but I showed up, and that's why I'm more fit than you. Yeah. Because I showed up, not you. But
with that notion that a little bit of something is always better than a whole lot of nothing. And all we have to do is put that check mark on the calendar, and that is one more day in a row that you showed up. that is where that discipline comes from. That's where that consistency that breeds results comes from.
And if you're watching this video and you're like, why is Bobby more fit than me? Well, okay, so first of all, I'm the direct descendant of William Wallace and Leif Erikson. So yes, there's a little bit of genetics there. I got the gift. 2, yeah, sure, I spent my life as a professional athlete. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe I do have a supplement that you don't know about. Maybe I do have a superfood that you don't know about. Maybe I do spend all my day working, blah, 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 blah. It's none of those things, really. The reason I'm more fit than you is because of this morning.
Yeah.
Because a normal person would have just stayed home because they didn't feel good. I show up like it's brushing my teeth and I do the thing. Because I don't rely on feelings. I don't rely on motivation, Joe. I've worked out twice a day for 30 straight years.
Yep.
I just show up.
Now it's really become a habit. It's harder to break that habit than it is to
That's the thing. This afternoon, I'll do something. Even if it's just 100 push-ups, I have to do something, whether I feel like it or not. So stop focusing on your feelings. Stop focusing on motivation. Focus on the process. If you could do that, and just show up, your feelings shouldn't matter. And here's the ultimate irony, and it's how I want to end this podcast. No one has ever regretted doing a workout.
Right.
I didn't want to work out this morning, but I did. And you know what? After, I felt pretty good about myself. Gave myself a little pat on the back. You persevered today. You did good, Bobby. I sweat a little bit. That feels good. Everybody feels good after a workout. And there's 2 things you can do. Right? You can focus on your feelings. There's actually a saying for this. Don't let your feelings dictate your actions. Let your actions dictate your feelings.
Sure.
If my feelings dictated my actions, I would have done nothing today.
Yep.
I would have sat in the house. I would have been tired. I would have been miserable. I would have felt guilty that I missed my workout. I wouldn't have had any energy. Instead, I got out of the house. I had a little walk in the sunshine for a warm-up. I worked out. Because I did that, now I feel better. By focusing on the action, Joe, I feel better right now. The number one way you can make yourself feel depressed is to spend a weekend in your basement, not seeing the sun, eating bad food, and not nourishing yourself with physical activity. If you did that for an entire weekend or a week, Joe, how would you feel?
Depressed.
Terrible. On the other hand, you get up right now after this podcast, you go for a walk for 30 minutes in the sunshine, you move around a little bit and have a healthy meal, you're going to feel way better.
Yeah.
So the irony is, by focusing on action and not on your feelings, you will feel better. Rather than waiting for yourself to feel good, you'll force yourself to feel good. And that's it. That's as real as it gets on the Be Real podcast. Fuck your feelings and get to work. It's not about your feelings. It's not about what you like. It's about doing what you're supposed to do. And then I promise you, you will feel good. That's all we got, Joe.
Yeah. What else is there to add on to that?
I kind of dominated the podcast, something I'm passionate about. So you just had to be along for the ride. So I apologize about that. But on that note, you like these podcasts? I see you watching, getting this information for free. This ain't free. We got to make money off this somehow. I'm being real honest with you. So don't be a hoe. Share the show. Subscribe, like, turn your notifications on, share it with everybody. The more listeners we get, the more advertising money we get, the more we make, the more we broadcast, the more of these we can do. So if you like this, share this. That's how you pay for this. There's no such thing as a free lunch. The first principle of economics from Ivy Business School in London, Ontario.